We're just hopping into the old sponsor stuff immediately. This podcast brought to you by Deer Camp Coffee.
Right off the bat.
Right off the bat, drinking some Deer Camp right out of my Taylor Targets. America's brightest orange.
Yeah.
Take that, Oklahoma State.
We got both of them there. Kind of ashamed to be drinking out of this cup right now.
Yeah, it's pretty rough times. They did get the
they did get the old win against K-State, but still, it's not great.
No, it's not.
It's not great.
It's a tough time to be an Oklahoma State Cowboy. Man, you're decked out, too. Look at you. You're wearing the Jesus Ate Meat.
Got
repping.
Jesus Ate Meat.
You can't read today. The Jesus part because of your, your...
There we go.
Jihad beard.
Yeah. Hey, it's not appropriate.
It's not right now.
Not right now.
No, definitely need to be praying for our world,
Yeah.
praying for Israel, praying for...
It's crazy.
It's a little crazy right now.
It's a lot of bit crazy.
It's a lot of bit crazy. Definitely want to be praying for what's happening around the world. Obviously, if you're not living under a rock, you're aware
Yeah.
of what's taking place.
It's wild.
It is, man.
It's absolutely wild. Craziest stuff since the Holocaust is what they're claiming it to be.
Wow. Okay.
That's what they're claiming it to be. They say it's the largest assault against the Jewish people since the Holocaust. Holocaust.
Unbelievable, man.
Unbelievable.
The stuff that's coming out, talking about beheading of children and
babies,
and then
elderly.
It's just heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking.
Wild.
Yeah, it's heartbreaking. And so we just, being diligent, praying, lifting up that situation.
Yeah, it's rough.
Speaking of crazy, had the opportunity to meet.
That could go so many.
Bro, we just
so many.
Where we going?
Speaking of crazy, all right.
Speaking of crazy,
wild card.
100%. Speaking of crazy, I got to meet someone who is crazy.
Wild card.
I haven't narrowed it down. I got to meet one of the Dirty Dozen.
Really? Okay.
So I'm walking out last Tuesday night.
Okay, I haven't heard
after
this.
Josiah. I know I've saved it, bro. I
saved it.
I saved the story, man.
Saved it for this
I'm
moment.
walking out of Josiah's league baseball game.
Okay.
Edmond, Oklahoma. I'm walking out to my train. We had kind of the late game.
Yeah.
Right. So parking lot's kind of getting pretty empty. Everybody's kind of heading out.
Uh-huh.
I see a dude waiting at my pickup.
Okay.
All right.
It's just a good start.
It's a great start. So I see a guy waiting at my pickup.
Identifiable?
Nope. I don't know.
Not at this point?
I don't know this guy. And
Okay.
immediately I think,
okay.
Did I say something offensive?
You're running back through the whole game.
Because we did have a close game. We played a team that was undefeated.
Could have lost control in a few moments.
Josiah's 9 years old.
Okay.
He's playing 11U baseball.
Yeah.
All right. So he's playing up. We're a travel ball team playing league ball. So we play. So he's playing 10U at 9. And then they're playing in the league up to 11U. And we're playing a team that was 8. They're 8-0 in league. They're undefeated.
Okay.
Right. And we beat them, I think 6-5.
Gotcha.
It's a good game.
It's a good game.
Right. But you did get beat by a bunch of 9-year-olds.
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry.
Sorry about
Get better.
you. Sorry about you.
Get
you know
better.
what I'm saying? Lay that smack down on
Get
the old
better.
The Barons.
Yeah. You need
You know
to
what
get
I'm saying?
better. You need to get better.
And so, but immediately I thought, well, did I speak anything at the game? Because it's not uncommon for me to get a little fired up.
I get it.
We talked about Little League coaching.
Talked about the wind gets real aggressive with clipboards with me. That's,
bro, I
just takes it away right out of my hand.
Flipped this week in flag football.
Oh, you did. Oh gosh. Okay.
I had 2 moments. One, I held it together perfect. I held it together great. I got one kid. I love him. All right? I'm not going to say his name. But I got one kid. I love him. This is so that was our 7th game. We practiced 5 weeks leading up. So this is our 12th week. Every week I got to tell him, he's like,
you don't have to explain it to me.
Right?
Explain it to the people. I get it.
I know you get it.
I get it. I'm there.
we're on our 5-yard line, going. We got to go the whole other way, right? We're on our 5-yard line, so we got a long way to go.
Yeah.
I call a jet sweep.
Yeah.
To him.
Yeah. Okay.
And he's like, "I'm getting the ball right here, right?" And I said, "Yeah. You're getting the ball on set." You know, he's lined up. He's lined up as a wide receiver on the right side. I said, "On set, you go in motion."
Yeah.
All right. I said, "Don't pass the quarterback until he says hut." Just like you do a million times.
Yeah. We've gone over this.
We've gone over this, right?
Yeah.
We're here. Yeah. And he said, "And I'm going that way, right?" And I said, "Yeah. Yeah, buddy, that's the direction we're going." Okay. And so he's like, "Okay."
It sounds all too familiar.
So he goes in perfect, dude. It's perfect. All right. And it's a great play call.
Yeah.
We got him.
Oh, you got him lined up.
Yeah,
you know
bro.
already.
It's trouble.
That's good.
And let me tell you how I know it was trouble, because we hand him the ball and he runs about 10 foot and stops.
Yeah. He does he?
He runs 10 foot and stops. Okay.
It just hurts my whole
and turns
insides.
around and looks at me. Blank, bro.
Just got nothing.
Ain't nobody home.
Just lights are on. Nobody's home.
Nobody's home. Just
Nobody's
turns around and looks
home.
at me, right? And I'm like, I go, "Micah, run." He takes 3 steps the wrong
You said
way.
you weren't going to mention his name.
Oh, my bad.
Cat's out of the back. Wild card.
Wild card. He takes 3 steps the wrong way. And I'm like, "That way, Micah. No, that way, that way." And this is 3rd down, by the way. Right.
Oh, so this is serious.
Yeah. No, we got, like, it was time. We needed a 1st down. And he just locks up, bro, and just stops. And the time we handed him the ball to the time that they actually pulled his flag was, I swear to you, 6 seconds.
So he was home free.
Bro, he's gone.
He's home free.
And so they pull his flags, turnover on downs. You know, you don't punt in flag football, so we go to the other end. I go,
do you not
"Micah."
get a 4th down in flag football?
No.
Really?
No.
Okay. Well,
That
sucks.
Gotta punt.
That sucks.
And so, which, I mean, we're not doing that now from our 2-yard line because we lost 3 yards on the play.
Oh, yeah.
Right? You know, we're not going for this one.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, "Micah, well, you know what happened, buddy?" And he's like, "I just forgot." All right. I just laugh, you know. But it built, like, so, but that was like, so there was a small fire within me.
Yeah, no, that just put that lit a match.
This put a refrigerator box into the fire. Right, we just got a bunch of cardboard.
Put a bunch of cardboard.
Yeah, which is gonna burn.
Covered
really
in
quick.
kerosene.
It's gonna go, baby. And so I believe it was on the next drive. Sterling, my son. So I'm so thankful I lost it on my kid.
Okay, good. That makes it a little better.
It does. I didn't lose it on somebody else's kid.
Okay.
They run a play. He's playing a left corner, and they got a receiver in real tight.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. You already know what's coming now.
I got a receiver in tight.
Yeah.
So he's playing out. You know, he's playing outside shade of him.
Mm-hmm.
Got him backed off about 5 yards. All right. And they run his direction outside.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Trying to get the edge.
Our linebacker, all right, Liam, runs up and misses the flag, but he pulled it enough that it made a noise.
Oh, really?
Like, I even heard it from 10
Are they
yards
the kind
deep.
of flags that are like the?
They're the Velcro.
The Velcro flags.
So you hear it.
You hear the Velcro go off.
But no whistle. No whistle.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So the kid comes by. Liam misses the flag. Sterling the kid almost runs over Sterling. And just stood there and hits the sideline.
And he's playing for the Velcro, not for the whistle.
Right.
Oh, boy.
I mean, I lost it.
Oh.
I'm screaming at Sterling. Like, "What are you doing?" And then he just stands there, and I go, "Run! Run!" You know, I'm screaming at him like, "What are you doing?" You know? And I was like, "Why are you standing around and watching?" I said, "Go to the gate and pay for an admission. If we're just going to stand around and watch, go to the gate, give them money, pay to get in. You don't deserve to be on this field if we're going to stand here and just watch. What is wrong with you?" I mean, I lost.
It was a dark moment. Oh,
Kid, I lost
oh,
Lost it.
Sterling.
Yelling at him to go to the gate and pay admission.
Oh, the
to
counseling, the bills of counseling that'll come later that he won't get because suck it up.
Get in. We end up winning. We end up winning by 4 touchdowns.
Yeah,
we beat the pants off of them. And I'll tell you something else that bothered me too. I'm petty, bro. I'm petty. So we start the game. This is our 7th game. Me and my neighbor Jared, who helps me coach, are always on the field together. And the other team, I don't mind if they got 2 coaches on the field. Like, what's the big deal?
Yeah.
Their coach comes over right in front of me to the ref, and he goes, hey, man, they've got 2 coaches on the field.
Yeah.
And he makes one of our coaches leave the field.
So it's only 1 coach on the field in flag? Our flag football league, it's 2 coaches. And then 3rd and 4th is 1 coach. 5th and 6th is no coaches. That's how they regulate it up.
That's seven games.
That's Lincoln County football.
7 games, bro.
Yeah.
We've had 2 coaches on the field. This guy throws a fit about it. And
it's because he's getting the pants beat off.
No, it hadn't yet. This is the first of the game.
Oh, then it became a thing.
And now I'm like, all right, bro, I am going to hang half 100 on you. Like, if you're going to, like, hey, bro, they're counting down. Like, so we're up 4 touchdowns. We're up 4 touchdowns, and they tried to, they're trying to score.
Oh, that's good.
So I think we beat them, whatever to sit. They'd scored 1 touchdown on us.
Yeah.
They turned the ball over, 15 seconds left in the game.
We're going to go score.
Timeout. I got timeouts, and by gosh, I'm using them.
Oh,
like,
man.
you're a jerk, Like, you're a jerk, dude. Like, that's so stupid that you're going to do that. And they made some other stupid comments. Like, I've got a kid named Gavin. We hand the ball off to him, and they have a rusher. Gavin gets the ball, takes 1 step, and their rusher, Gavin's a big kid.
Yeah.
Gavin trucks their rusher. But it's a flag on them.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
because he's impeding the runner or whatever?
Well, you can't tackle him.
I
mean, it's flag football.
Yeah.
You can't tackle.
Yeah.
And so Gavin gets the ball, takes 1.5 steps, and this kid just tries to truck him.
Mm-hmm.
And Gavin ran him over. I mean, Gavin's like over the top of him because it's just inertia.
Yeah.
Gavin's a bigger kid.
Yeah.
And their defensive coach is like, he has to make an attempt to get out of his way. Like that's on him. And all this stuff.
No.
And I'm like, no, bud, that's not how it works.
That's not how it works.
That's not how it works. Anyway, so I flip out on my kid. My wife was not pumped about it.
It's fine. That's what they're there for. They're there to keep us back in check when we lose our complete and
She
total.
was like, well, you only made yourself look like an idiot once tonight.
Oh.
And I can't argue it because I did. I mean,
yes,
when you tell your 7-year-old son to go to the gate and pay admission because you're essentially a spectator. And here's the deal. He probably honestly had 8 flag pulls, scored a long touchdown run.
Played great.
He played great, man. But he had 1 play, and here's the deal. We demand excellence in the Clay house, all right? All right? We wake up every morning, man, just P and excellence.
P and excellence just comes out. Oh, my gosh.
Long story short, there's a guy waiting at my truck.
Okay.
We chased that rabbit.
So it would it makes now we understand why there could be
about 12 minutes.
Speculation.
Right, because I'm petty. I don't like to lose. And
man.
And if I flip out, it's normally on my kid, not yours. But if your kid does something real
But on
stupid,
the off chance.
But I have said stuff. I have been like, what are you doing? I've yelled out. Like, I multiple times I've yelled out, what are you doing?
I yelled at a bunch of kids that were my kids this year.
But you're a coach. I'm talking about from the stands.
Oh, from the stands?
In baseball, I don't coach. I just in baseball.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a little bit different.
Yeah.
It's a little bit different.
Yeah, I know. From the stands.
You suck!
How do you get doubled up right there? I've had some moments. Bro, I've had some moments, man. It just is what it is. I've had some moments.
Just very vocal.
Anyway, so there's a guy waiting at my pickup.
Oh, boy.
I start approaching, but he smiles.
Gotcha.
And I'm like, all right. He's a fan. I know. At this point, I'm like, he's a fan of the show, which just happens.
Then he pulls out a gun, smiling, and shoots you 2 times in the chest. Grinning the whole way, standing over your dead body, smiling at you.
Exactly. Going. So, which doesn't, I mean, it happens, not me getting shot. I don't have gunfights often.
Yeah.
But it does happen, well, you know, where people recognize me. And
it happens all the time, and I just get to sit there and wait. And come on, we have things to do, and we're good.
Yeah. So it happens, and it's happened. It happened earlier. It's funny is that Josiah, I can't remember where we were at, but somebody was like, hey, man, love the show, appreciate what you do, like, love to tune in and watch, like, you know, and Josiah was there, and he was like, I bet, he's kind of asked me, how often does that happen? And I said, no, you know, I don't know, maybe once a week somebody will be like, hey, man, you know, love the show.
Yeah.
I feel like we were at Academy.
Mm-hmm.
Or something. I can't remember where we were at. That happened. Somebody walked up to me and introduced themselves, said, love the show, all that stuff. And he made kind of a comment of like, I bet that doesn't happen again for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Like, wait, okay. Like,
cool.
Being aggressive? Like, what the heck, you know?
Yeah.
So we're walking up. This guy's at my truck. And he was like, hey, man. He said, you know, just big fan of the show. See your truck here in the parking lot, you know, fairly regular. And we decided we'd just stick around and wait on you.
Mm-hmm.
He had a game at 3:30. It's 8:30. We've been hanging out here for for 5 hours. No, I'm just kidding. just hanging out, you know, just waiting when you were gonna get here.
I got my pen ready.
Pulled your fingerprints off the
I'd like
door.
you to sign my chest.
So, anyway, no, nothing like that. And he's got a son with him, and I believe his son's name was Lane.
Okay.
And he says, I'm part of the Dirty Dozen. Or half a dozen.
Mm-hmm.
What did they call themselves? What was that we talked about last week? Something the Six, the Despicable Six or something. I can't remember.
I don't remember.
But he's a part. He's a part of this few people.
Yeah,
he's the one. He's the one. All right. He's the guy. He goes. This is how you'll remember me. He said, I'm the one who sent you the message about the China Pearl moving to Kissimmee.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He said, I am in Kissimmee, Florida, and the China Pearl is here now. So they just moved 30 miles down the road, bro.
Wow.
And he's the one that sent us a message.
It's a little stalkerish. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
It's a little bit stalkerish.
What about the China Pearl or this guy?
The moving close.
Yeah, right.
The moving close.
Yeah. It's a little. Yeah.
I found your truck.
Well, they were upset that you weren't there.
You don't live together?
You guys aren't married? I saw that Mexico episode where you guys slept in the same bed.
Yeah.
I just
figured this was normal.
But no, it was great, man. Super nice guy. We talked and we had a great time. But what was cool though is that his son Lane, who's like probably 7, maybe.
Yeah.
He wanted to take a picture, but wanted JoJo in it.
Oh, that's cool.
And he was like, because he remembered JoJo from the fishing episode. We went to Lake Michigan,
and
fished with our buddy.
Fishing magician.
The fishing magician. And so they loved, he loved that episode and remembered JoJo from it. And so JoJo gets to like be in the picture, you know. And so, JoJo's like, oh man. And then we get, and I didn't bring it up, but I wanted to be like, hey bud, remember when you said that wouldn't happen again for a while? Guess what, old son?
Son?
But no, we do appreciate all the deplorables.
All the God, what did we call it?
I can't remember. Somebody wrote it. It's on a comment on YouTube.
It's something about a half dozen or something. I can't remember. It's 6 one way or half a dozen another anyway.
Super easy to pull it up and look.
But that takes too long.
It does. But anyway, so I met one of the podcast fans.
You met a super fan.
I met a super fan. That was great though, man. He's
a member of our Podience. the FDO Podience.
I can't do that. No, we can't say Podience.
Podience.
No, I can't do Podience.
Emphasis on the potty.
Well, this you can flush this podcast probably.
Flush.
And I'll tell you somebody else I talked to yesterday. was our buddy Cliff. Talked to Cliff
of old 99-cent Boombox Adventures in Florida, Oklahoma.
Boombox Adventures. And I told him, I said, I've been staring at your face.
Did you tell him that's the tag I put on his deal for the episode?
I did see it. It's not real, right?
Well, I mean, I haven't changed it yet because I don't know what to put. But
that's 5L Outfitters, and then
I haven't got his phone number on. I don't have Cliff's phone number.
Well,
so
it's insider trading.
As of right now, it's 99-cent Boombox Adventures.
Bro, we've done like 8 episodes.
I don't want to. That's too much work.
You don't want to look back on an episode.
Somebody needs to provide me the information. And I will put it in there.
All right, I'll share Cliff's contact information.
Okay, thank you.
I appreciate it. But anyway, so Cliff, I talked to Cliff yesterday.
He's sitting on a gold mine. 99-cent Boombox Adventures. I'm just saying.
The reason we say that is if Cliff can't kill an alligator, he'll break out a CD player from 1996. You got to blow on it. You got to blow on it like that. You got
to lick the cartridge.
And so he's got his old CD player that he plays that will bring. It's a CD. It plays baby alligator noises, and the alligators will come.
It works.
It freaking works, man.
It works like a charm.
Anyway, he's in Georgia at the moment, and he said, "Man, on the drive up here, I got caught up on the podcast."
He got caught up.
He said he got caught up. Well, he hadn't. I mean, you took a 6-month hiatus from recording podcasts.
Yeah.
And so now he's caught back up on the podcast. And I said, well, guess what, buddy? Friday, Adam's coming to the house.
We're going to do another one.
We're going to make another one. He goes, perfect. Put it out by Monday. I'll listen to it on the way home.
Okay.
So, Cliff, you're driving home from Georgia right now, and I hope you're enjoying
Cliff,
this podcast.
99-cent Boombox Gator Adventures. I'm telling you. You're sitting on a gold mine, Trebek. It's got a ring to it. You wouldn't forget it. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Just saying.
I will say, one of this episode's fixing to come out.
Yeah.
It's we do a 2-part Florida episode. And
Florida by day, Florida by night.
Right. And so our Florida by day episode is the first one.
It's chocked full of goodies.
It is, man. We get to see our buddy Brant Hill, Stafford Brant Hill. He bought a hunt. Cliff donates a hunt to our ministry banquet every year.
Mm-hmm.
And he donated a hunt, and Brant bought it, and him and his dad went down there and killed an alligator.
Yeah. That was good, too.
So you get to see it. You get to see them take an alligator. They're having fun, laughing, having a great time with old Cliff. And then we invite the CVA folks down, and because I am a great host of a TV show, I spent 0 time with them.
Send me.
I sent you down.
You get the B team.
I was doing the night part.
Yeah, you were filming the night part.
I was dancing at an exotic place in Tampa. Just kidding.
Got to pay the bills.
Got to pay for this flight because it cost me an extra $600 because Adam couldn't leave on a Sunday.
You're welcome.
I won't ever forget it.
That's fine.
So I'm actually with our friends from Twisted Limb Bow Fishing. And we were bow fishing in the ocean.
Yeah.
With
both of us running on about 2 hours of sleep.
It was miserable. Just like it always is when we go to Florida. Like, we've never done Florida.
We need to just go on vacation once. Just go.
I'd be stressed.
Why?
Because I would feel there's just when I go to Florida, there's just pressure.
There's this looming thing.
It's just like it's just there.
I need to redeem it. We need to redeem it.
I mean, you could go back to Honeymoon Island again.
Aren't you that gay couple we saw at Honeymoon Island? They have a podcast together, sweetheart.
They do a podcast together.
They sleep together in Mexico.
I saw them sharing fried shrimp. They were sharing a fried shrimp on the beach.
They were good. They were good
shrimp. I'll share it with you again, bro.
I'll do it again.
I'll share a bed in Mexico with you again.
I'll do it again. Yeah, it's the only way you're going to stay warm.
It's cold.
Golly.
It's cold there. I think Cole's going with me again.
Cole?
Yeah. Do you have the dates for that?
No.
I got to get them to you.
No, I don't have the dates. You got to figure that one out.
Prepping that.
When is that?
It's like early January.
Oh, it's like the beginning of January?
We're going to go a little bit earlier when there's still some rut activity maybe
some
going
things
on.
happening.
Yeah, we go at the end, and it's been a little
rough.
Tough. Though Kendall kills a freaking 200-inch.
Yeah, it's hard to say it's rough when she kills.
It's really rough when somebody in camp kills a 200-inch mule deer.
Yeah, it's real rough.
It's real rough.
That one that she kills is the biggest one I've ever seen in person.
Yeah, that's the biggest buck period you've ever seen in person.
No, that is the biggest buck I've ever seen in person.
Whitetail mule deer.
Any of it. in person. That would be the biggest thing I've ever seen. It's huge.
Yeah, he's massive. That's why you go to Sonora.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's why you go, because you have an opportunity to do that. Anyway, Cliff is driving back from Florida. We're doing this episode. So the CVA folks come in. We have Tricia, we got Phil, we got Chris.
Yeah.
With CVA. We have a great relationship with them. They may not say that.
Debatable.
They're like, well, if you're going to give me a free we hate you, but if you're going to hook us up with an alligator hunt, I guess we'll show up.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe they don't like us. Maybe we just like them.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like they like
them.
I like them. That's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
You know what? I control what I can control.
This is a one-way street.
This is a one-way street. I like the CVA folks. I don't know if they like us. They could be faking.
They could be faking.
Could be faking it.
I don't think so though. I think they like us a little bit.
They're genuine. I'm just joking.
They're good people.
They're good folks.
I think they're good people.
Except for Rick.
Except for
I
that old
really
Rick.
Rick Taylor.
Rickety Rick.
No, I love Rick. They're great.
I just
man.
played my hand a little too much there.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
But maybe not everybody knows.
Maybe not everybody.
So I abandoned the CVA folks. And I'm bow fishing because we got to split ways.
There's a reason you're stressed
you
out.
almost died driving to them.
Oh gosh.
Because I had like 2 hours of sleep, and you had to drive 4 hours?
It was another 4 hours, so I could drop you off
At an Airbnb, random
Airbnb, and get on there. Because, I mean, that's our thing now. Like, we used to do hotels. Nah.
It's Airbnb, babe.
That's stupid.
All
we
that.
can spend the same amount of money on a hotel that we can on a house.
Yeah.
And each of us got our own room. Sometimes each of us got our own bathroom.
I know.
For the same amount of money.
I know.
So
nice.
it's the way to go. And so drop him off.
Yeah, and you drive down, but you meet up with them, and you guys go kill alligators. But maybe the most intense, outside of you falling out of the back of that side-by-side that time and landing on your neck. Luckily, my neck broke my fall.
Luckily, my neck broke my fall. Can you change the battery on my wheelchair now? I'd really like to go to the bathroom.
So, anyway.
How'd this happen to you? I was filming an alligator.
I was filming a female alligator by her nest, rolled off the back of a Yeti cooler.
And I had to protect my camera equipment with my neck. It's a valuable lesson you learn in life.
That's right. That's right. Anyway, but when Trish goes to that alligator, so we got an alligator. She's infertile.
Yeah. Well, and she's infertile, and I didn't ask
aggressive.
Cliff this, but I was curious to know if that nest if she ran off another female from that nest that was there, or if those eggs are just hers, but they're just.
I think that's what it is.
I'm curious.
I think they're
I don't
her
know.
eggs, but they like
because he was saying something off camera about her running off gators.
Well, yeah, because they're very territorial.
Yeah,
and she was big and aggressive and
Yeah.
mean.
so I was curious about that. I don't.
Tricia,
Maybe Cliff can.
Tricia said, "Oh, she's like me."
No, she
And I'm
goes.
like-
I know. They said she's big, she's aggressive, she's mean, and she goes. So I'll know just what to do with her.
Yeah, like Tricia, you're little bitty.
I think Trisha's got some fire.
No, hey, she's a redhead.
I know. I'm saying like
There's fire in there.
there's things in
There's
there.
some.
You don't want to mess with it.
There's some bullwhip table throwing. She will throw a table, whip out the bullwhip, run you out the temple. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
I could see Trish doing that.
Yeah.
Respect it.
I mean, you seen the ginger thrown out. You saw how far that 2x4 went.
Yeah, it was a great day. And it was too cheap to pay an extra couple $100.
Let's not talk about it.
No,
we don't need to go into the details
to
of it.
deliver your
Just
windows
acknowledge
to your
that
home.
I threw the 2x4 really far.
Just pay the extra money to have them deliver.
Pay the delivery fee.
Every time.
Pay it. You
Try to
cheap
save a couple $100.
sucker. Pay it.
You didn't do it.
You know how many times in this new house construction that came up, and I literally had a glimmer of a moment where I went,
I could just go pick it up.
I could save $200 right now. No, don't be stupid.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I should have called you and been like,
Hey, man, I'm thinking about.
I'm thinking about going and getting these really fragile porcelain things. Should I do that or pay for the delivery?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'd have told you every time.
Pay the man.
Pay the man. Do not be dumb.
Yeah, but no, she's got the redhead fire. She could.
But she goes face to
could
face
go
with this
for it.
female alligator, and you talk about sound like a dinosaur. Bro, you talk about making the hair stand up on your neck.
The
She
audio.
starts talking to you.
Yeah.
She's talking. She's mad that you are close to her.
Oh, yeah.
And she just starts that.
Oh, yeah.
Just like, oh, my God.
It's so guttural.
Oh, it's just nasty. And here she comes, and Cliff's like, don't back up. Don't back up.
Don't back up.
And Trisha stands her ground.
Yeah.
You know? Like, man, like, here's the deal. Trisha's tiny. Like, she's just a snack to an alligator.
It's just a midnight snack.
Yeah, she's not even a full meal.
She's a midnight snack.
Yeah. She stood her ground, dude. And Cliff's like, all right, take her.
Shoot her.
Oh, bro.
300 blackout in the face from 5 feet.
She did. She stood in there. It's so good.
Yeah.
It's so good. Trish, that was one of the most.
It was crazy. Because I was standing
bad
right
to the
there.
Bone. Yeah.
And it's crazy when that thing starts coming out of the water, like everything in you says,
Back up.
back up.
Yeah. And Cliff's like, don't back up.
Don't back up.
And I trust Cliff about as far as I can throw him.
Well, that's
You know
because
what I
Cliff
mean?
screws with you so
He
much.
does. He messes with me all the time.
Yeah.
He messes with me all the time.
Oh, he got you good. Did we talk about him getting you good on the?
yeah,
Oh,
we did. We
golly,
talked
that
about
was
it.
good.
We talked about it.
Yeah,
Because I
that
don't
was
want to
good.
talk about it again. Yeah, no,
That was
he
good.
messes with me, you know. Like, first time I was there, he had me at 1 a.m. in the morning, you know, standing with my boots off and my socks off on the edge of a canal. Like, we got to swim it. We're going to swim this canal. Full of alligators. I've probably seen 30 alligators, man, in this canal. And he's like, we're going to swim it. And I'm like, bro, I don't know, man. Like, this seems a bad idea.
He's just
like,
trying
"No,
to
it's fine."
see. He's just trying to see what kind of guy you are.
Yeah. So
He learned that you're unfortunately a very trusting fellow.
yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. Also had a really cool experience. So it's we've had almost 2 full weeks of hunting season here in the great state of Oklahoma. I spent a week with Woods County Whitetails in Freedom, Oklahoma, and had a really cool experience. There's a guy there in camp named Wesley. He is with Buck Ventures. Buck Ventures Outdoor Show, brought to you by the team that really knows.
Did he ever say if he found that?
Buck Ventures Outdoor Show. Man, they need to bring that back, dude.
And now it's
We're
now it's a
talking
vintage
15
thing.
years, 16, 17 years ago, probably.
Vintage.
Vintage, you know, just.
It's like a fine wine. It
I
ages
tried to
well.
find the song.
We tried real hard because when we
know.
had him in that episode last season, we were gonna meet our buddy.
We tried. We wanted to.
We were gonna meet our buddy Jeff Danker to talk about buck management, and it was gonna cut to it. And
Buck Ventures Outdoor Show.
Oh, we couldn't find it.
We couldn't find it. We couldn't find it. It's got to be somewhere.
It's somewhere out there.
I
And
needed to search like Buck Ventures season 3.
we tried. We looked hard.
Yeah, he's got those buried deep in a hard drive.
He's buried them
kind
somewhere.
of like season 1,
season
2,
1 of Final
season
Descent. You ain't finding it.
3. People are like, what happened
can
to
look.
it? I just can go back to just find season 4. Yeah, that's exactly right.
That's exactly how we
When
planned
did
it.
you come on?
Season 4.
Exactly. Prior to that, we made some really crappy television.
Some poor decisions were made.
We did. We didn't make very good TV. We didn't know what we were doing. Anyway, but Wesley was there, and Wesley's in a wheelchair. I believe he has cerebral palsy, I believe.
Okay.
And so he's got a guy with him named Steve that's also one of the woodsmen. They're both woodsmen of the Buck Ventures. And Wesley's in camp, and dude, that sucker killed a gray buck.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. So
Awesome.
he can push a button to pull the trigger.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
So he's got,
operating like a drone.
oh yeah, it's a cool
it's kind
deal.
of like a tank.
They use a camera or a screen on the scope, and they're able to line it up. And
Has he got the scope? Has he got the gun actually
and
attached
it's not
to
a gun.
his chair?
No, this is a bow. They're shooting a crossbow.
They're shooting a crossbow.
Shooting a crossbow. Yeah, same deal though. Right. So he pushes it. It operated with a button.
And it's like attached to the chair.
No, so they actually. So
independent from it?
Roy picks up 170-pound Wesley on his
Yeah.
back and carries him up the platform.
Really?
Carries him in, puts him in a chair.
Awesome.
And that's how he does it. So they lined it up, helped him get it lined up, and he shot I believe 158-inch
Wow.
buck.
Wow.
Oh, it was so
That's
cool.
awesome.
And so Jeff and the guys come over because they hunt not very far from there. The whole crew, they had a crew, man. They come in, they're up there and taking pictures with Wesley, doing an interview with him.
That's awesome.
All that, and then anyway, it was just cool. It was cool to be there to in camp with Wesley and all that stuff, which was pretty awesome. He also wants a Jesus Ate Meat shirt, so
there you go.
Got that going in production. Just give it to him. Here you go, Wesley. Don't mind that red hair on the inside of it.
So it's okay.
Little chest hair.
It gives it character. It's kind of like a fleece.
It was a really cool experience though, being there and seeing Wesley being able to take that buck. It was really cool. So kudos to the folks at Woods County Whitetails, also with Okie Hides Blinds.
Yeah.
They just made sure that Wesley got it done, and it's just inspiring to one of the coolest things of it was his friend Steve.
Yeah.
Steve sacrifices. I mean, Steve's taking off work. Steve, has to carry all the equipment, bring all the stuff, do all, and to him, he's like, man, I'm hunting too. I kind of help line up the crossbow. I mean, he pushed the button to pull the trigger, but it's my hunt too.
Yeah.
But he sacrifices for his friend.
Oh, that's super cool.
It was really a cool.
That's super cool.
It was a cool moment.
It was
cool. It was a cool moment to be able to experience that and see that and all that. So it was really fun. Good times up there with Wood County.
Very practical.
I couldn't see anything but 3.5-year-olds. Yeah. So they've invited me to come back and
take good notes.
Huh?
Did you take good notes on all of them?
Yeah, I did. So I'll see you suckers in 2 years. Be back for you. Anyway, yeah. So I'll go back up there maybe next week for a day or two and try to hunt and see what happens. But I had a great time, man. They feed you good.
Yeah.
Had steaks, quail. They did a pork tenderloin, chopped it, cut it into little
like medallions. Pork tenderloin medallions.
It was so good, so good. I think I had 3 steaks.
Really?
In a week while I was there.
Wow, that's lovely.
It was nice.
That's great.
They do it right.
That's just great.
They do it right.
When are you going back?
I tried to get you to go.
I couldn't make this one, but
if it's a 2-dayer,
if it's a 2-dayer,
hey, slipping
on
on out to Woods County Whitetails, Freedom, Oklahoma.
Go sit in a really, really nice blind and eat steak
in a office chair.
In an office chair.
Adam, hit record. What's a big buck? Yeah, that's exactly what you would do. Buck runs off. Would be my luck. And there was another cool thing too.
He's a scream waker.
Hey, never take my.
Don't wake Adam up.
I was on
Let him wake up on his own.
Bro, I've been on an airplane when that happened. That dude, like 3 rows in front of me, woke up from his nap on that airplane to blood curdling scream.
Oh my gosh!
I mean, he just woke up and he was like, and everybody's. It's one of them like
that's loud. That ain't playing on a plane. You don't do
that
that on a plane.
It was a bad deal, bro. It was a bad deal.
You don't do that.
I was freaked out, man.
How much blood pressure shot up on that? They probably had to lower the cabin pressure because everybody's blood pressure.
It was bad, bro. Yeah, and then you got to play it off like it wasn't you.
Yeah,
like you look at your guy that's sitting next to you and be like, "You okay, buddy?" This guy. Like what do you do? You look like a.
Are you all right? You.
I wanted to buy the guy a whiskey.
You need to relax.
This guy might need a shot.
You need to take an Ambien or something.
Those little bitty bottles of, Crown or whatever.
A scream waker.
This guy, yeah, he did. That was wild, man. That was wild times. Another cool thing while I was there, because everybody killed but me. It's no
We're
surprise.
all about the experience.
Yeah, it is what Brad Clay does.
Yeah.
There's a father-son there, and the dad, I believe, was 76. And,
oh, man.
And they both killed the same morning.
That's cool.
It was really cool. The dad killed a 168.
Wow.
And the son killed a 150.
Wow.
Both great deer. And it was the dad. He's been hunting. He's been to Africa. He's killed all kinds of animals, and that was his biggest whitetail ever.
Really?
On that trip, and they got to experience that together.
That reminds me of on that elk hunt. I tell you about the father and son combo.
Yeah, but the son was how old?
Well, the dad was 89.
And the son was
And the
how old?
son was in his 70s.
And it's brought his son to help him pack
He's
it
like,
out.
yeah, my son's here to help me pack it out. And everybody's like,
Okay.
So we're going to make sure we go to Zone J and help out these two elderly people pack their mule or pack their elk out because
Did he shoot one?
they both his dad. So that was crazy because his dad had already killed a Wichita Mountain Bull elk, but because
he was.
it happened
he was
before
he was
prior before all the stuff and the drawings and all of that other stuff. So like he got to go again. He got drawn, so he got to kill 2.
There are people that have killed 4.
Really?
Yeah.
So that's crazy. I didn't know that.
Yeah. And me over here.
Yeah. How's that going for you?
Just keep pumping that in. Just putting it in. You know.
Man.
Here we are talking about I'm the only person in Woods County Whitetail that didn't kill anything.
And you got like
Never got an opportunity.
20-something points.
No, I don't.
How many points you got?
16.
16 points. Okay.
I'm 16. I put in 16 times for the elk hunt. Never drawn. I'm on a little bit of a cold streak. I didn't kill in Mexico this last year.
So you're saying if that buck,
I didn't kill in Texas.
that buck that I got
didn't
on
kill in
camera
Oklahoma.
right now, if I go out on like the first night,
I'm not. I mean, I wouldn't be. I was just expect it, bro. Like I say this all the time when I travel and speak places. People will be like, you know, when I go and speak, which I've been speaking a bunch. I was just in Pensacola, Florida. I think we talked about that event. I was in Waynesville, Missouri.
yeah.
Next weekend, I'm in Carlstead, Minnesota. Carlstead, Minnesota. I think I fly.
Minnesota.
I think I fly into Fargo.
Fargo.
They picked me up in Fargo.
Up in old Fargo.
They picked me up in Fargo.
Hey, Bart.
Anyway, so that's where I'm at next weekend, unless the world ends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Neat. It's got dark.
Yeah.
Got real dark.
Yeah.
Anyway, but I tell people when I get up and speak, you know, like I didn't set out to do a hunting TV show because, matter of fact, I'm not that good of a hunter.
Not that good.
There's a lot of people who are better at it than I am.
It's just like I'm not that good of a hunter at all. I'm very, very not
buddy,
good.
When you fart, metal shavings come out
That's
from them
the
horseshoes
that's the
rubbing
thing
together.
is it's if you've got it, you've got it.
Okay. Okay.
I'm just gonna lean into it now.
Just lean in.
Just gonna lean into it and accept it.
Lean with it, walk with it.
Yeah.
Lean with it, walk. Yeah, that's fine.
It's fine. It's fine.
It's whatever, dude.
I'm the luckiest guy that ever had his house burned down.
I mean, it is true.
It's fine. It's fine.
Well, it's a give and take. There's things that you're lucky at, and there's things that you're not.
Yeah.
You know, I'm lucky at.
You're really letting that one breathe.
I'm lucky at when I cook a ribeye steak. I never cook it past medium rare.
You can nail a steak.
I can nail a steak.
There you go.
And so I'm lucky at that. I got that gift. I'm lucky at. I'm not lucky at hunting. I'm not. I never have been. I'm not lucky at
Even like duck hunting.
No, I've had horrible experiences duck hunting.
Really?
Oh, yeah. There's been multiple near-death experiences.
You almost froze to death.
Well, the main reason is that my hunting partner was Clayton Edgar, who's a disaster.
Dumpster fire.
Just bled over to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'll never forget.
You just spent too much time with Mr. Edgar.
I was, which he's asked multiple times about coming and being on the podcast. And man,
yeah,
buddy, we
the stories
we
that
have
could flow
to set
out of that.
aside. We have to set aside
Is that like a whole day?
a day. The content that we will gather from Clayton Edgar, he has to talk about the time that he shut down the Mill Creek Police Department. Mill Creek, Oklahoma does not have a police department because of Clayton Edgar. I'm not telling the story.
It's not a debatable fact either.
No, it's not. He legitimately shut down the police department.
It's not a safer place because of Clayton Edgar.
I mean, the stories with Clayton, like we went duck hunting on Arbuckle Lake. Arbuckle was frozen, completely frozen over. We're like, we were going to use the Camp Goddard Blue Wave boat to bust ice.
You drove out there on like an ice-breaking mission.
We did, but the problem was the throttle linkage froze.
Uh-oh.
Couldn't make it go.
Yeah.
They talk about disasters and things that could have gone horribly wrong.
Oh, yeah.
So it's me, Clayton, and Landon Wood. We take the cover off of the old Mercury motor, and you can run the throttle manually, which is on the almost on the backside.
Yeah,
of the motor.
Not recommended.
Not recommended in
normal
8
circumstances.
degrees
It's not
temperature.
recommended.
And I couldn't run it with my gloves on, so I had to take my gloves off. I'm laying on my belly, hanging 2.5 feet over the water.
This is really desperate duck hunting.
Like looking down at the propeller, looking at the propeller blades.
Yeah.
In the water. Like if I slip, something goes wrong, I throttle it up too much, I'm hitting the prop.
Yeah.
I'm gonna meat grind myself.
Not only that, but the boat's gonna just keep going, and you are now bobbing in ice water,
bleeding profusely from my face.
Yes,
because it would have been my face that would have hit it first. You know.
Are you okay? Oh my gosh!
And I don't know if the old feather flage camo would have protected me.
Feather
flage ducks in a row camo, one of our first ever sponsors.
Reynolds and Outdoors.
Do you know how big of a deal it was?
Brought to you by.
Bro, do you have any idea how big of a deal it was?
I can't imagine how big of a deal it was.
When we got Feather Flage. Those are like our first sponsorship.
It's legit.
They gave us free clothes.
It's a legitimacy thing.
They sent us free clothes.
It's beautiful.
And it was, if you haven't ever seen it, Google it. I'm sure there's still images out there of it.
Does Feather Flage still exist?
I don't. They
For sale?
They called me after we broke our partnership. The lady called me probably 3 years later after we moved on and we're doing something else. Called me like you're Googling it up. Called me like 3 years later and asked if I was interested in buying the company.
Can't believe you missed your golden opportunity there. Can't find it.
You're not doing this right. Hold on.
No.
How'd you spell this? Let me look.
I can't find it's feather FLA. I don't know how to spell flage.
I think it's just GE. Feather flage camo. Camo. There you go.
Feather flage. It's just one.
It's just one.
Feather flage. Ducks in a row camo. Facebook page.
There it is. I got that sign. That's that sign right there. Is it right?
You got that sign.
When's
wow.
the last time they made a post?
I do not know. But there she is. What's it say? Feather flage, ducks in a row.
What's it say on the date there on the
date?
Post?
July 27th, 2017.
So there you go. It's probably around 2017 when they obviously folded up shop or whatever.
Yeah,
but that was a big deal, bro, when we got Feather flage, ducks in a row camo as a partner. And I tell you what, it was nice stuff. It wasn't bad stuff. Like, you'll probably dig in there and you'll probably find.
That's what I'm looking right now. I'm looking deep for a picture of old Brad Clay.
Man, bro.
Click
on photos.
Some feather flage camo here.
It says see all photos right there.
Right there.
You are not a social media.
I do not do the social medias.
They did a fish.
They got fish.
Oh yeah, no, they had a fish pattern.
Red snapper. I love it.
All right.
Oh gosh. Let's see. Let's scroll through here. Let's see. Looking.
There's Clayton.
There's Clayton right there. Oh boy.
Look at old Clayton.
Oh, Clayton Edver.
There he is, bro.
There he is.
There's old Clayton.
There he is.
Look at Clayton. You can't see it, but he's rocking.
No, I got it up on the. If you're watching it on YouTube, this is the bonus for being on YouTube right now.
Well, you can't see his pants, is what I was saying.
Yeah.
Can you scroll down? Is it visible?
No, I don't know. Maybe not.
Okay.
No, I can't see it.
Okay. Well, he's got on some feather flage pants.
Yeah.
All right, bring it back over because I want to. There's more. I think you're gonna find a picture of me.
Okay, hold on. Let me get back over where I can scrub through here.
That's so great, bro. I cannot believe.
Okay. So I'm gonna get this blown up here where we can actually see it.
Oh, there it is. There we are. are.
There
We are, baby. Look at that.
Feather flies. Oh my gosh.
Bro, look at us. Well, that's a few pounds ago, wasn't it? Gosh. That's a few pounds ago,
man.
bro.
Man, can I zoom in on that? Look at that. There we go.
Look at Brad, dude.
Look at that.
Dang, I was a young stud, bro.
How do I turn on this picture-in-picture stuff here, buddy? Oh, this
How would you do this?
Oh my gosh.
What do you do? You don't even know what you're
I
doing.
don't even know what we're doing here anymore, but golly.
Man, that was a few pounds ago.
That was wow.
There's some more pictures. I saw some more on
That's beautiful.
We're over here just
reminiscing.
This episode's called Feather Fly.
This episode is brought to you by Deer Camp Coffee and Featherflage. Oh my gosh! All right, see what else we got here.
So you got there's Landon's big pig
right there.
Yeah, that's Landon Wood. That pig is that pig weighed 558 pounds.
Golly,
that's a grown man.
That is a full size dude.
Yeah, we shot
standing
that,
there next to that pig
at Pennington Creek Hunting Club.
Pennington Creek.
Sure did.
Pennington Creek.
That's their skinning shed, old Pennington Creek.
All right. Let's see. Let's go back here. Let's see what else we got.
That might have been all of us.
That might have been it.
Yeah, that man all they shared us. Who's that with the turkey over his shoulder?
Right here?
No,
this one?
Yeah.
No.
I don't know that guy.
No. Oh,
I don't know
there.
that guy.
Nothing there. Nothing there.
Well, I just made the page one time. Looks like
you did.
Yep.
Is that him again?
Look at that! Dude, Edgar, look at that guy. That's a killer right there, bro.
Look at that.
That's a killer.
Look at that camera. Look at that camera.
Go back to it.
Golly.
Oh yeah.
Jeez, that was a different time, buddy.
That was a different
time and a different place right there.
Wow.
Look at that. Yeah. We got to have that guy on the podcast.
We got to have that guy. And that's the picture that we show.
That's the picture that we show.
Yeah.
Oh, Featherflage. Oh, boy. This episode went off the rails. I don't even know what we're talking about anymore.
We just talking about how cool it was to have a partnership.
How cool it
was.
And
our next partnership was Haydale's Game Calls.
Haydale's
Game Calls, okay. Louisiana. Great name when it comes to waterfowl calls, and so Haydale's Game Calls is our next sponsor. We thought that was a big deal. They sent us. I think we got 4 calls from them, and we were just like, "Bro, we've made it. We've made it, bro."
This guy right here,
Clayton Edgar,
just made it.
Just decked out in the old
Featherflage,
man. Got the Haydale's call.
I mean, it really doesn't look bad at all.
It doesn't.
It does look. I've seen a lot worse modern camos.
I have too. It's not a bad idea. And their whole idea is like, hey man, like you ever shot a hen mallard and lost her in the grass? She can hide, man. And
that's
so
the idea, huh?
That's what they did.
Look at that guy. Look at that guy.
Look at that. Would you just look at that?
Will you look at it?
Look at it.
Look at it. Man.
Clayton Edgar. Yeah, we got to have Clayton on the podcast. Have him come. I would say we could have Landon Wood on the podcast, but it'd be pretty boring. Landon's not a talker, man.
Not a talker.
Though I did one of the greatest pranks I've ever pulled in my life was on Landon Wood.
Landon Wood, huh?
He didn't speak to me
for a considerable time.
A minute.
Oh boy.
2 weeks probably didn't speak to me.
Needed that cool off time.
Yeah.
That's how you know that the prank was good, though. If you can tick somebody off that much.
I mean, Brett Will didn't speak to me for a long time. Me and
Keith.
Keith pulled the us being mad at one another. And he showed up at my house.
If you haven't ever seen that podcast, you wanted the whole story on the whole Brett Will situation. Go back in the archives. There's a whole detailed podcast.
It is
on that whole situation.
That was a great one. He was mad at me.
Yeah,
he got mad. We faked a Ring doorbell video.
Yeah.
Of Keith
showing up
at my house, and Brett's just making excuses for him. Like, dude, he's like threatening me. He's like, dude, I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna shoot him, bro.
Yeah.
He showed up at my house. Like, yeah, I'm gonna kill him in my front yard. Brett's like, man,
he's got a lot going on right now, buddy.
Going on in his life right now. All right. He's been taking testosterone.
he's all jacked up on Mountain Dew.
He's all jacked up right now, man. You just gotta let it go, man. You gonna have to let it go. And I sitting in that Ring door. I was like, dude, is this Keith? Is Keith at my house? He calls me. He's like, bro, I'm pretty sure that's Keith, man. What's going on? I was like, he showed up at my house. Threatened me. I'm going to kill him, you know.
Oh boy.
Bro, Brett didn't speak to us. He didn't speak to us. Good 2.5, 3 weeks.
And I got lumped into this deal
That
too.
was so great, dude. But Landon Wood, I love Landon. And I don't know if you've seen the new Bigfoot footage out of Colorado
No, I
from
haven't.
the train.
No, I haven't.
People on a train filming Bigfoot walk across
Really?
a canyon.
Really? Okay.
It's a little. Everybody's got to go back. Colorado Bigfoot footage. You'll find it probably pretty quick. So Landon is not sure.
Yeah.
If he believes in Bigfoot or not.
Oh, really?
All right, like there's some, hey, there's a good chance Bigfoot is alive type stuff. All right, and so anyway,
yeah,
he's got a little belief in Bigfoot.
Okay.
I bought an incredibly realistic Bigfoot costume.
Oh boy.
I circled up. So Landon, behind his house, he lives, and he's got like.
There's a good way to get shot.
Yeah, no, 100%. You got to do it at night. You got to be smart about what you're doing. So Landon lives in a place where like everybody's got a couple acres, and back in the woods behind his house, he has a trail camera, and I knew where that trail camera was. And
there's a trail camera picture in southeastern Oklahoma that showed up, and it looks like the side of the head of a Bigfoot.
Well,
it's real close, like a juvenile Bigfoot, and you can see his eye and then the hair going back. So it's creepy.
Okay,
it's creepy too. I mean, I ain't ruling it out.
Okay, you ain't ruling it out.
I ain't ruling it out.
Anyway, so it was raining one night, and I got Aaron Duck, who is now a judge.
Judge Duck.
Judge Duck, I believe he's a judge. He was a lawyer at the time. And also got the principal of Sulphur High School to help me. Just upstanding citizens to help me on a prank because they were his neighbors, and they come and picked me up and drove me out because they lived right by him. They had a couple acres next to him. And we all snuck in to where his trail camera was. Brought a laptop with us. In the rain. It's misty. And I made sure the pictures were perfect. Because I pulled a card to look at them. Right? And I walk across. He gets 3 pictures of me going across.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. All right. I can't believe I did this. Get it? Like, I had to do it several times. Like, cleared the card, deleted them off, put it back in.
Yeah.
All right, got them.
Okay.
Leave. And I'm just waiting on the phone call. It's like 4 days later. And it's Landon. It's like he doesn't talk much. He calls, rings, I answer. He goes, "What are you doing?" I said, "Oh, man, just up here at work. I was working at the church."
Yeah.
I said, "I'm at work." He's like, "Can you come over to my house?" And I was like, "Right now?" And he's like, "Yeah, I got something I need to show you." And I said, "Yeah, man, I can come over." He's like, "All right." So I drive. I know, man. I know it's coming. I drive to his house. He's got his laptop opened up on the bar.
You just had to get all your laughing and everything out on the ride over. You had to like really get game face.
I was nervous. I was nervous because I just had, I don't know. I was just nervous about the whole thing. But I show up and I'm like, "What's up, man?" He's like, got his camera. It's like his laptop opened up, kind of like you do right here.
Yeah.
He's like, "I got something I need to show you, bud." And he pulls up.
Yeah.
And he goes, "What is that?" I go, "Oh, man, I don't know, bro. That kind of looks like Bigfoot." And he goes, "Yeah, it does look like Bigfoot, doesn't it?" And I go, "Yeah, bro, it looks a lot like Bigfoot." And he's like, "Man, it's got to be a man, right? It's got to be a guy." And I was like, "I don't know, man." He's like, "He's got a jacket on." And I go, "Dude, no, man." I said, "There's no separation between his
legs and
his legs and his upper body, dude. That's one thing."
Oh, you got him. At this point, do you know he's in the corner and you're just beating on him?
Oh yeah, 100%. We're still in sell mode. You know what I mean? I'm still selling this. And he's like, "Oh man, I don't know, bro. That looks a lot like Bigfoot." And I said, "Get any more pictures of him?" He says, "Yeah, I got another one." And it's the next picture, and it's even better.
Yeah.
And you're just like, it's in the middle. Like the one, he's like coming around a tree.
Yeah.
Next one, full blown in the middle, and I'm like, "Dude," he's like, it's got to be somebody. I was like, dude, it's raining. I said, ain't nobody out there in the rain. You think somebody's out messing with you in the rain,
you're selling
bro?
it so hard.
You think somebody's out here in the rain messing with you right now, bro? Ain't nobody out, bro. Landon, ain't nobody out here in the rain messing with you, bro. There ain't no way somebody's out there in the rain doing this. And he's like, you're right. Ain't nobody gonna do that. I was like, I know. Ain't nobody but me. You know. And so I got him convinced up. And he's like, there's only one thing to do now. And I go, what are you going to do? And he's like, I'm calling News 9.
Oh, boy.
And I mean, I'm like, now it's like moral dilemma.
Yeah,
like,
now what do I do? Where does this end now?
I got him. He full-blown believes he has Bigfoot on camera. Like, I've helped seal the deal. We got Bigfoot on camera. And he wants to call the largest news station in the state of Oklahoma, KWHB, whatever, Channel 9 in Oklahoma City, and let them know that he has pictures of Bigfoot.
Did you please tell me you let him call?
I didn't.
No,
I couldn't. Man. How can you do that to your buddy, bro? I can't let him, like, completely embarrass himself.
I think I probably. Oh man, it'd have been real tempting.
Here's the deal. I believe because you are kind of a piece of crap.
It's real tempting.
You would have let it go. Like, I will say this: you're a great guy, but in this scenario, there's no way you would have. I'd have taken it to you would have let the news van show up at his house.
I would have
because the other part of it is that his property butted up to the national park in Sulphur.
What I would have done is I would have figured out when the news team was coming there. I'd have got that outfit on, and in the middle of that newscast, I'd have walked out behind that joker on camera, and I'd have turned around and took that mask off and went, and then I'd have ran for my life.
I can't outrun.
Couldn't outrun. You'd have beat the mess out of you for it.
Landon's fast, bro. I'm a fast big man, but Landon was a quarterback of the Tishomingo Indians.
He can move, huh?
When they were state runner up because Wes Welker kicked a 48-yard field goal to beat them in the state finals. Landon's fast. I couldn't outrun him. Now when he got to me, I don't know what he'd have done with me. Because he's not as big as me.
He'd have hit you a few times.
He'd have swung on me.
He'd have hit you a few times.
He'd have been pissed.
You'd have been pissed, but you wouldn't have been able to fight back because of the guilt.
Like, I'd have lost a friendship.
It would have been bad.
I'd have lost a friendship.
It would have been bad.
Worth it?
He'd have come back. Eventually, every guy is going to get a prank like that, and eventually, I mean, it may have taken 6 months for it to wear off, but they're going to come back and be like, okay, what you did?
I started sending Brett when he was mad at me.
Yeah.
I sent him, like, because the house at Raiden doesn't have air conditioning. We stayed the night out there, like, in September.
You're sending him pictures
of us in our underwear.
Trying to remember.
Sitting on, like, both sitting in the reclining chairs together.
Trying to make sure he
not
remembers
together,
the good
not
times.
in one chair together. We were in, but we
wasn't like Mexico.
Sweaty. We were sweating so bad. We're just, like, in our underwear, and I took a picture of us.
Mm-hmm.
And I sent it to him, and I was like, I miss you.
You remember the good times?
Remember these good times.
I mean, every guy is going to eventually come back and go, like, the amount of effort that you put into that was substantial. And
the suit was great.
The money, the time, the energy that was spent.
I spent $100.
That in itself.
It may have been the best $100 I've ever spent.
It would make me go, you know, like, that was messed up. Which makes it all kind of it kind of makes it.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever.
It was great.
Anyway, well, I want to watch this little thing here that you got going. I want to see.
I don't know. Is that him? Is that the one?
That's the one, I think. Okay. So on the Bigfoot channel here.
Oh, yeah. This is it.
This is it. So they're okay.
They're on a train.
Is that Brad Clay?
Bro.
Dude, he like sits down in the bushes to try to like blend in.
It's like, uh-oh. I realized that I've been spotted. And this has made big news. This has made a lot of news outlets here.
Yeah, that's.
What do you think?
I don't know, man. Like,
I mean, it's easily. There's a suit out there that'll make you look like Bigfoot.
There is, and they could have easily known when the train was coming, and they could have. I mean, there's a chance it's fake, but all that to be said.
The real question is, Adam, how in the world do we wrap this podcast up?
I think there's a lot of really good things.
Oh, really?
I really do.
Well, you just hop into it.
I think there's a lot of really good things. So, when you talked about Steve, that was his name, the guy that helped.
Yeah, Steve with Wesley.
With Wesley, it makes me think how. And we talked a lot about friendship.
We've talked a lot about friendship and brotherhood.
Brotherhood. Like those things.
We have talked a lot about that.
The midst, even in the midst of the pranking and stuff, like you're doing those things to those guys because like you love them and you think it's gonna be it's funny.
Well, and I will say this too. I could call Landon today and say, "Hey man, I'm in Western Oklahoma and Raiden. I'm in a bind. I need you here."
Mm-hmm.
And Landon will say, "I'll be there in 2.5 hours."
Yeah. No, and even in the midst of all that stuff.
Yeah. Now, will Landon shoot a duck 17 seconds before legal shooting light? And ain't a chance, bro. If legal shooting light is 7:04 and it is 7:03 and 41 seconds, do not pull that trigger. Landon's like, not time yet. Like, Landon, bro, it's like 13 seconds. Are you kidding me? He's like,
yeah.
It's not legal shooting light. Don't do it. He's a by the book guy.
By the book.
Great guy, right? He'll do I know he'll do anything for me.
By the book guy that believes in Bigfoot.
Yeah, by the book guy that believes possibly in Bigfoot.
I think I'm in that boat too. Possibly. Okay. Could be, maybe. Can't rule it out.
But even though all those, like, there's just having great friends. Honestly, it reminds me of one of my favorite verses in the Bible. You hear a lot of weddings, but it's about friendship.
Yeah.
It's Ecclesiastes chapter 4, verses 9 through 12, which says, "For two are better than one, because they have a good return for their work. If one lies down together, how can one keep warm alone? Though two may be overpowered, two can defend themselves, and a cord of 3 strands is not quickly broken." That's pretty good, by the way.
Yeah.
On remembering that. Props to me.
Good job on your biblical memory.
But that passage to me, speaks of the importance of friendship. It speaks to the importance of friendship and having people in our life that we can lean into, and they'll be there for us. Yeah, we might mess with one another. We might have fun. We might joke around, and those things are important. But having those people in your life that you can call in an instant and say, I need you. But the end of that passage, verse 12 from Ecclesiastes chapter 4, is a cord of 3 strands is not quickly broken. And that's what I appreciate about our relationship is it's me, you, but the Lord's in it.
Yeah.
The Lord's in it. And that cord of 3 strands is not quickly broken.
The greatest
that's what sets it apart.
Yeah. The greatest thing is that, in a time of need, you can call Landon, you could call me, you could call Brett, you could call Clayton, you could call any of these guys. But at the same time, we also know that all of those guys are fallible. And some of them may not be able to pick up. They may not be able to drop it at a pin. They can't. Maybe not all of them can do that. But we know that Jesus will never leave you, and he will never forsake you.
That's right.
And there is not one moment where he will not show up. And he's a ever-present help in your time of need. He's always there.
It's a good song lyric.
Yeah. Yeah. He's good.
He is good.
It's good.
Yeah, that ended well.
That ended well. We did it. The Lord provides.
The Lord provides.
The Lord provides.
So we never know what we're talking about. We just sat down and talked. I do appreciate our fans.
Yeah.
Meet me in a parking lot anytime.
Sounds like you're asking to fight.
Yeah, meet me in a parking lot.
Any day, anytime, you meet me in a parking lot.
Somebody else got a podcast better than ours. I'll meet them in a parking lot and fight them right now.
I'll prove it. My gosh.
If there's a better podcast filmed in Logan County, I'd like to know.
Yeah.
I'll fight them.
Not a high bar. It's not a high bar to supersede.
There probably is.
This is one of the longest podcasts we've ever done, 1 hour and 10 minutes. We need to wrap this crap up.
All right, good talking to you guys.
Yeah.
See you later.
See, that was it. All right.
That's fine. What else?
Well, I wasn't ready to fade it out yet. Now I've got to figure it out.
Hit the button.
Got to tell them how to find us.
I think it's that one that says cut.
No, you got to find. They don't know where to go. The people don't know where to go.
Oh yeah, sorry.
The 6
Follow
people
us on
need
social media.
Yeah.
Final Descent Outdoors. You can find us on social media at FD Outdoors on Instagram. Final Descent Outdoors on the YouTube. Please like and subscribe. I'm telling you that because my son Josiah gripes at me because I don't say it enough. He feels like that's the magic word. If you tell them, they'll do it. But if you don't, they won't.
They won't know what to do. They're sheep.
They're sheep. They're sheep. Follow us on social medias. Go to our website, order our merch. All right, you see Adam here.
Jesus
I love
Ate
this
Meat
hat too. I love this hat.
Yeah, hat's good. All of it's good. All those things help. Not only they help support the ministry, but they also, you are literally a walking billboard for the ministry.
It's true.
So more than, the money's great and everything, but we want people to see you walking around with a shirt with Jesus' name on it.
Yeah.
More important than anything else.
Right.
So go buy a shirt.
Right.
Yeah. All right. Now we can do it.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.